Hi! I haven't spoken to you in ages. I haven't been around. It's been like a month since I made my last video, and the reason for that is it's been a massive month. I mean, besides Christmas and New Year and going to Bali, I have just been in a whirlwind of craziness with my life. And the main reason for that was just before Christmas, we got a phone call, my family from my extended family from Melbourne, which is where I was born. I was born in Melbourne, and then I came to Perth when I was 10. So I've been here longer than I was ever in Melbourne. But we got a phone call from our family and to say that my grandfather, who I call Pa, is going to pass away. He's very sick. And he's been sick a lot in his life, but he was a lot worse. He had a fall when he had pneumonia, and fluid went into his lungs and all this jazz, and he was very sick and was dying. So we had this big decision to make. Well, what are we going to do? We're going to go see him. We have to go and see him. It's my mum's dad, so she went over straight away. And the reason why we didn't all go over straight away is because the price of airline tickets to Perth to Melbourne is like nearly $800 per person, just one way at that point of time. Like, it was just amazing, and I was so angry and frustrated. Like, there's 4 of us in our family that were in Perth, that were gonna fly over, and it was just, you can't pay, we can, but it's so much money just to go one way, and you had to get the whole family back. And anyway, lucky for us, we got a charter flight because my dad works for the airlines, and he got us a special deal. Well, it wasn't a deal. He just spoke to some staff members, and they were chartering over a flight to Brisbane, which is not where we needed to go, but that's where some of our other family is. So we went to Brisbane. Like, I've never even been to Brisbane before, or the Gold Coast or anything, and I was so excited. Like, all this horrible stuff was happening with my pa, but we got to go to Brisbane and see Brisbane and the Gold Coast. And I was over there, and I was thinking of everyone, and I was thinking about the ploughman inn and just going over there and maybe spitting on it. But it was amazing, and just seeing the Gold Coast was awesome. We stayed with some family in Runaway Bay. I think it's on the canals, and it was really cool. We had a good time, but it was raining, and that was before the floods, so it just was getting quite, it was raining a lot while we were there. But yeah, that was way before the floods. And anyway, we eventually got to Melbourne and saw Pa. I didn't get to see Pa. My mum saw Pa, and while we're in Brisbane, he actually passed away. We got word over the phone. It was on Christmas Day. It was on Christmas Day's morning. So it was really horrible, and I've never had anyone in my family die before, and it was just really strange and very emotional. But we got to Victoria and Mount Beauty, which is where my pa lives, and my nana was there, and all my cousins were there, and we had the funeral, and the cousins and myself were part of the people who rolled him out on the trolley, the coffin, and it was just crazy, like this really strange thing in my life that I'm going to remember for the rest of, time. It's just, rolling that coffin out, and it was really, really hard. It was hard, but it happened, so, and I'm glad that it happened, that we got to do that, like, even though it was really hard. That's so, like, that's a bit deep. It's very deep, and it's just the way life is, I guess. Like, I'm not blasé about it. Like, I'm just not going to get all crazy emotional in front of a camera and put it on YouTube. Like, I think, like, I've cried enough about it, and my family is a really strong family, and they have a lot of faith in God. But you know, just made, we're a very strong family, so that's good. But yeah, I went to Bali. We had to race back. On New Year's Eve, where my boyfriend had to pick me up from the airport at 11:50 p.m. New Year's Eve. Like, what a champion. But, you know, it was a bit dramatic. But, you know, we got home. It was good. And then the next day I rested. And then we got on the plane, me and my boyfriend, to go to Bali. Bali was really great. We did lots of stuff. We went on big tours and everything. And we just did, you know, everything that you could possibly do. I went swimming. That might not sound very weird to you, but it's very weird for me because I don't swim. I don't get in the water. I have a massive fear of water. So swimming in Bali was like a big deal. And I actually did it, so bravo. And the reason was that there were pool bars. You can swim up to the pool bar. And I was like, I'm not missing out on this just for a fear of water. God. So I got in, and it was okay. I couldn't swim, but like I stayed in the shallows. And then my boyfriend forced me to go on water slides, which was like a nightmare. I think I have a video of that. But anyway, look, Bali. Found this little turtle. Anyway, I don't know if you can see this, but probably not. We went on elephant rides. Now that is awesome. Could you see that? That's me and Joel on an elephant. Yeah. But yeah, it was just a good thing for us to do. I think at the time I thought it was bad timing because it was so close to Pa's death, and I sort of thought I needed to be there for my family, but it was just like a very selfish thing, but you know, a relief, and I probably needed that to like, you know, get me going again, because I'm not good with depression and stuff, and I don't deal well with sad stuff. Like, I can get pretty much sucked under if I don't chill out a bit. But yeah, I actually didn't drink that much in Bali. I was alright. Like, I drank heaps, but not like obliterated myself every day. Like, the bars there are just ridiculous. They're like so cool. I can't believe that like Perth is just a hole when it comes to like this sort of stuff, like pubs and stuff. They're all the same and they're all crap and ugh. But yeah, Bali was awesome. The pubs there were amazing. Anyway, I have some time off work, so I'll probably do some vlogging. This is a very boring and general vlog, so much like my other ones, but yeah, I don't know. I might think of something cool to do. Probably not anything that fabulous. But yeah, I just wanted to add, because for my own personal records, at the moment I'm reading this book, Full Dark, No Stars, by Stephen King, which I don't know if you've noticed, that's all I really read, but yeah, it's not that good. Like, he just wrote it, well, didn't write it last month, but he brought it out last month, and it's really good. It is, you know, classic Stephen King, but it's all short stories, which I've read. I usually like his short stories, but what's up? I don't like this one. But yeah, I just realized, because I just had a look at the video before, that like occasionally, like, you could see my bra, and it's kind of rude, but I'm not about to go back and re-speak that whole thing, so just deal with it. I know it ain't pretty, just deal with it. Anywho, goodbye.